History covers the hills of Cooperstown like morning dew at the foot of Otsego Lake. This is the land of James Fenimore Cooper, of Abner Doubleday, of the Glimmerglass Opera, of a Main Street that hasn't changed much since the Civil War. Time never races here. This is the place where it stops and rests. One hot summer day in 2007, these old hills saw something they never saw before, or have seen since. 70,000 people poured into this tiny village. Population otherwise, 2,000. As far as the eye could see, it was the largest gathering of humanity for any Baseball Hall of Fame induction. Why then? Why so many?
Please welcome the newest members of Major League Baseball's Hall of Fame, Cal Ripken Jr. and Tony Gwynn.
They came not just to honor Tony Gwynn and Cal Ripken Jr., the class of '07. They also came to thank them for reaffirming our best, most basic beliefs about baseball. The belief that baseball is the most democratic game, that size doesn't matter, that a thick outfielder or a 6'4" shortstop can be all-time greats.
Ground ball in the hole. Nice play by Ripken. They got him. Holy cow, what a play. I mean, for a big man, that was great.
The belief that hard work is the game's true currency, that hours crafting a swing, including the pioneering use of video.
Solid front leg, heads down on the ball. Perfect.
And that playing 2,632 straight games are more admirable than sheer talent.
One of the great moments in baseball history. The Iron Man has passed the Iron Horse.
The belief that ball players, because of how they act, as much as how they play, still can be civic treasures. Gwynn and Ripken never strayed. 30 players have collected 3,000 hits. Only 2 of them did so entirely close to home. These 2. Gwynn was the Southern California kid and a career-long San Diego Padre. He was an artisan with a bat. It says so, right there on his Hall of Fame plaque. He won a National League record 8 batting titles by spraying balls all over the field.
And that's looped into left, another base hit.
There's a patented Tony Gwynn hit right there.
Ripken was from Maryland stock and a Baltimore Oriole for life.
I was always an Oriole fan, and I've always wanted to be an Oriole. As far as a baseball player, I couldn't imagine myself being anything but an Oriole.
If Gwynn wielded a knife, Ripken swung a hammer. He clubbed 345 of his home runs while playing shortstop, the most at the position.
Cal sends one high in the air to left center field. Away back. It's gone.
That day in Cooperstown 10 years ago forged an everlasting bond between the 2 of them. Gwynn and Ripken, Ripken and Gwynn. Born 3 months apart, they played their first game within 1 season of each other, and their last game within 1 day of each other.
What a lovely moment. Tony Gwynn saying goodbye.
And in between, only 43 hits out of more than 6,000 separated them.
There it is. Welcome to the 3,000 hit club, baseball's Iron Man.
A star for the ages for Tony Gwynn, number 3,000.
More than that, Gwynn and Ripken are forever linked because of their humanity, because they embraced the responsibility that came with their fame. Gwynn defined his own ethos by something he said in his final season. When you sign your name on the dotted line, he said, it's more than just playing the game of baseball. You've got to be responsible and show people how things are supposed to be done.
A stand-up double for a stand-up guy. Tony Gwynn.
Ripken was cut the same way. He annually led the league in games played and signing autographs.
Thanks, Cal. Appreciate it.
His favorite answer to how he could possibly play so many games in a row was a simple one. If you could play every day, wouldn't you? Baseball still needs what Gwynn and Ripken represented. Always will. It's why so many people filled the hills of Cooperstown that day. The same hills where James Fenimore Cooper found inspiration 200 years ago. Wrote Cooper, "History, like love, is so apt to surround her heroes with an atmosphere of imaginary brightness. But sometimes the brightness is real. Sometimes players really do live up to our hopes and confirm our beliefs. That's why there's never been a day like that day 10 years ago. And that's why even today, on days when the wind whispers through the sugar maples, magnolias, and the white pine, if you listen closely, you can still hear echoes of those 70,000 people on the hills of Cooperstown. The many voices sound like one, and what they are saying is simply, thank you."